Hello everyone, Star here, and welcome to my video on what mods to invest into in Warframe. Recently I got a comment recommending me to talk about this, so thank you. Anyway, let's get into it. There are a whole lot of mods in Warframe, some super powerful and some utterly useless, so I can see why a newer player would need help to know what's worth investing into. The first thing for new players to do in my recommendation is to gather mods and look at what some of them do. Generally, gold and prime mods will be used more on later builds, depending on if they require what they have. Some early game mods as well, like your damage mods, your serration, hornet strike, and pressure point will all be used. Gold mods for Warframes like flow and continuity will be used at first as well, but you're going to want to buy the prime versions from Borrow on every other Friday and invest into those because they take the most endo. Warframe mods to invest into are very situational. Your early game mods like redirection and vitality can be used for squishy frames, but if you complete the Umbra storyline and get 3 exclusive mods from the quest, invest in those immediately. These offer defense against Tau and can really amp up the stats if you add them all together on one build. Aura mods now come from the Nightwave, so if you have points to spend on the shop, I'd highly recommend getting some of the Aura mods to add more polarity to your builds. The most useful ones are Corrosive Protection, Energy Siphon, and Physique, so invest in those as well. Eventually, when you get Derelict Vault mods, which I highly recommend new players to farm because you don't have to make the keys anymore, definitely invest in a lot of those. The ones that add power, efficiency, duration, rage, and strength. Most of the corrupted mods will be used at some time or another. Armor stacking mods are really useful as well. Armored agility and adaptation can really change Warframe's survivability to the better. But for new players, your redirection, vitality, flow, intensify, streamline, vigor, stretch, steel fiber will all be used later, so don't dissolve those. A lot of weapon mods worth investing into are usually going to be situational. I have a weapons modding guide on my channel if you want to learn more about this, but with each weapon there are certain stats that you need to look for, and I would recommend for your elemental mods to invest into them, your critical chance and damage mods to invest into. If you have a lot of the map unlocked, then do nightmare missions to get rare gold mods that are worth investing into. For melee, invest into any stat or crit chance that adds to each combo multiplier is worth investing into. That's your blood rush, your body count, gladiator series set mods, etc. Range can also be very important depending on what type of weapon that you have, but you can also get the primed reach mod from Barrow. In the later game, when you get ribbons, those are definitely worth investing into as they can make or break some of the weapons that you have. But it also depends on RNG and what weapon it goes onto and the stats that you rolled. For mods that are useless that you should not invest into, there are a lot of these. So I believe I got most of the good mods on here, but there are also new mods that will be added that will be very situational, and if the community says the mod is OP, then it definitely is. But mods that add any sort of elemental resistance, damage during bleed out, damage when bullet jumping, plus combo count when blocking, basically stuff that doesn't add a whole lot of use to the Warframe's ability or the weapon's damage ability. Not all movement mods are bad though, some you may use for Riven missions, so keep that in mind. So that was my video on what mods to invest into in Warframe. I hope I got a lot of them and that this wasn't confusing for any new players. Keep in mind that I spent well over 1,000 hours in this game on both PS4 and PC. Keeping this in mind when modding from this video, if the mod doesn't add any actual use like survivability, movement, damage, or ability buffers, then they aren't really worth investing into. A lot of this info can be very confusing for new players from all the mods I've gathered over the years of playing Warframe, and I'm still not even that good at modding. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon for more Warframe content. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comment section below and I'll get to you there. This has been Star, signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.